Hello, everyone. Welcome to TD Board Gamers. My name is Dave,
And I am Dirk.
and today we're going to continue Dirk's journey on his top fives.
These are my Justice events, my top 5+. Okay, so we're going to start out with a card. Normally, I'm going to have my honorable mention is going to be a card that is situational, but whenever the situation comes up, it goes higher up on my list. In this case, it is not necessarily a situational card. It is just one that I don't tend to use as much, but I do actually still like the card. This one's kind of more like, if I have the room in my deck, this one's going to make it, depending on what I'm doing. But this is
So,
Pivotal Moment.
i.e., number 6.
Yeah, this is my, okay, we'll call this one. No, this is my honorable mention. So this is Pivotal Moment. It's a 2-cost attack event. As a hero action, you're going to deal 2 damage to the villain, 5 instead if there's no threat on the main scheme. This is one that I do really like the card, especially being able to deal the 5 damage. Injustice. However, the fact that you do have to make sure that your main scheme is under control to do this, and that's not always possible. That's probably why this one makes my my honorable mention instead of my actual top 5 proper. All right, then we're going to move, though, on to the top 5. So my number 5 here, this one's a classic, is the For Justice. Oh, I was going to leave it there. But For Justice. So this is a classic. It's been around, I think, since this is the base game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is 2-cost thwart event. You're going to, as a hero action, remove 3 threat from a scheme. You're going to do 4 instead if you're using oh Lord, blue leadership. No, genius, intellect, brains. What's it called? Mental resource. I'm lacking those apparently. So if you used a mental resource on this one's going to deal 4 threat instead. So I've always loved this one. Generally, I mean, especially if you're using like the one support, no, upgrade. Sense of Justice. Yeah, if you're using Sense of Justice, it provides the mental. So you've got that. And I'm generally going to play that index that I'm playing Justice in. But yeah, so this one, yeah, but it's my top 5. So it's been around forever, but I still love it.
So Con of Heroes is coming in a few weeks, so you can quiz Dirk on all these.
That's probably why my brain's just going, bye-bye. I'm already somewhere else. Okay, my number 4. So this is a newer one. This one, love this one since it's come out. Been using this quite a bit. This is Everywhere All at Once. And this is an X-cost event. So I think this is the only X-cost event we've got in the game, right? No?
Well, there's other ones.
Are there? This is the only one I probably use on a consistent basis. But this is an aerial thwart event, so you do have to be aerial to play this. If you notice, some of the aerials still made it on my list, even though they are situational. But as a thwart action, you can choose X schemes. You're going to remove 2 threat from each of those, and you're going to remove 3 threat instead if you overpaid. So in other words, if you're doing 2 scheme, you have to pay 3 to remove 3 of them. And if you're doing 5 schemes, it's going to cost you 6, but it can still remove, depending on what you're playing, this can be a very versatile card. All right. My number 3 is it's Crisis Averted. Crisis Averted is a 3-cost thwart event. As a hero action, you can thwart 6 threat from the main scheme, and if you pay for this card using a mental resource, you're going to ignore the crisis icon. And that is why this one, even though it costs 3, it does remove 6, so that is nice. Has to be the main scheme, though, so, that is a concern, but you can bypass the crisis icon. That is why this one is number 3, and honestly, up until recently, it was probably a little bit higher on the list, but we'll get to why it got bumped down.
The main reason is it actually says crisis icon, so Dirk doesn't have to remember.
Don't give away my secrets.
Anyone who's watched this channel knows this is not a secret.
Right. This is one that Dave might be surprised. This is not my number 1. This was actually my number 1 up until very, very recently.
Like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. No, I love this card. This is one of my favorite cards to play. I tend to put at least 1 copy in every Justice. In fact, I think it's just been recently I have not been adding this to every deck anymore. But it's still, I got to be really tight on what I'm trying to do before this is going to lose its slot. But this is one way or another. It's a 0-cost event, maximum 1 per round, which is probably the only reason why Dave hasn't strangled me yet, because I'm only allowed to play 1 per round. But as a hero action, you get to search the encounter deck for a side scheme, reveal that side scheme, and then draw 3 cards. I love the draw 3 cards from this. And I've gotten much better. Whenever I first started playing this, I was not always necessarily grabbing ones I could take care of. Now I will normally take care of whatever I bring out. So at least I'm learning, right?
Yeah.
A little bit. All right, but
It can be taught.
my new number one, Infiltration. Absolutely love this card. This is a one cost thwart event. As a hero action, you're going to choose a number from 1 to 5. You're going to discard that many cards from the top of the encounter deck to remove one threat from a scheme for each card discarded this way. And you're going to put 1 minion discarded this way into play, engage with you. Generally, unless it's just a super nasty villain, I'm going to feel that it's been worth it. I'm normally doing the 5 for this. Not always, but because if you've got a smaller threat deck, only 3 cards left, you only have to choose the 3. That's fine. But yeah, I think the drawback on it is worth it in my case. In fact, Dave and I played one game not too long ago where we were actually both playing Justice decks, and we each had 3 copies of this, and we were using this constantly. And our third player in the game, he was a little bit freaked out because I think, we were up to how many acceleration tokens by the end of the game?
8 or 9.
Yeah, we had a lot of acceleration tokens because we were using
threat under control.
Threat was never a problem, even though we were adding 12, 13 each time. Wasn't that big of an issue for us. So I absolutely love this card. It is definitely taken my place as my new number one Justice card, even though I absolutely still love one way or another.
Moving 5 threat for a cost of 1.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, even if you get a minion, it's like,
Yeah, there's a couple of minions I've regretted doing it with, but normally I don't. I mean, I would hate to see Ronan pop out with this.
Yeah, multiple times.
Oh, that would be horrible. Oh.
All right.
Okay.
Well, anyway, so that was Dirk's top 5
Justice events.
Justice events. All right. Thank you for watching, everyone. Please like and subscribe.
And if you want to see more content by us, go ahead and hit that notification bell down there, and you'll get alerts whenever we post new videos. All right, see you.